brother.
Is there anything else, Doug?
I think that's it. I'm going to trip over it on my way down now. I appreciate it.
I got you.
You know, when I say I'm blessed to be here tonight, I don't know if words can really express how blessed I am. You know, we're making a big difference in this community. Amen?
Amen.
I mean, we are, hearts are being changed. People are coming to the Lord. And, you know, we do it in a way that you really don't see very often, unfortunately, in this area. And I tell you what, I was talking to this lady over here, and she was saying, you're from Michigan? Amen. And she has heard a lot about what our church is doing all the way up to Michigan.
Amen.
Praise God. You know, it's making an impact. And I was telling her, and I'm not tooting my own horn, because I'm going to get to the good stuff. And so just bear with me here. But everybody who knows the My Pillow guy, Mike Lindell, he reached out to us. He's heard about us. And he's starting the Lindell Recovery Network. And it's all Christ-centered, of course. He has an amazing testimony. I don't know if y'all have heard his, but he should be dead right now. Anyway, you know, and I say all that because it didn't start here. As far as this ministry wasn't birthed here in French Lick and West Bay, and I was called here. But it started back in Washington, Indiana. You know, that is where I walked into what was called the Lighthouse, what is called the Lighthouse Recovery Center, ready to die, lay down and die. I didn't go there for recovery because I had 2 months to live, and I didn't go there to get closer to the Lord because I didn't want anything to do with Him. I went there so I wouldn't have a roof over my head and they wouldn't find my body in an alley. And that is where my eyes were open. That's where I found the Lord, or He found me, or however you want to word it. But, you know, that place has produced so many amazing leaders. And I'm very blessed and thankful to be able to announce one tonight and introduce one, and that is Sister Malorie Albright. Come on up. Amen. She was, I don't know, the class of whatever. I mean, it was like a Bible college, and it still is, I'm sure. It's just been a while since I've been there. But she was going through the program when I was going through it, and I tell you, it blows my mind how people go in there without any indication of getting better. A lot of people just don't want to go to jail, and they go in there just as clowns, and little do they know they're about to find Jesus. They're about to get saved. They're about to get washed in the blood, and they come out preaching their guts out like every Sunday. It ain't just a Sunday thing. They walk the walk. It's a 7 day a week. It's a relationship. It's not a religion. Amen.
Amen.
Because He never leaves us or forsakes us. And you know, I just see so many people come out of there, and you can just see Jesus on the surface. Amen. And this is one of those people. So I'm going to go ahead and stop talking now. I wonder if they're ever going to wonder if I was. But anyway, let's give her one more show of appreciation.
I've even used one of these before. This is not something that I would normally ever probably even consider doing. And I'm going to back up just a little bit because Jason, when you were there, it was actually Josh, my husband Josh, going through the program. We were, there together, and yes, we were in church together, and we got wonderful other people here that came to support me that, attend church there, and I will say that at one point in time, I was a leader in the church, and I know I'll get there. The last year or so, we kind of, my family and I, we kind of fallen away from the church, and was trying that back and forth between churches and stuff. Here recently, I have been getting back involved, though, and I'm very thankful for that. And like I said, this is not something that I would normally. And when Jason asked me, by the way, I'm very honored. Thank you, and I appreciate it. I've been telling my friends at work and stuff. I was like, I think God has jokes on me right now because the last 3 months of my life, which is probably, I'm just guessing at this point, and I know that your testimony is never ending, therefore I know that things will happen and trials and tribulations will come up, but the last 3 or 4 months of my life, and probably my children's life, have been devastating, but I'll get to that. But yeah, I couldn't even muster up an excuse not to even come and do this, so that's when I knew it was from God, and that's when I knew I had to be here to do it.
Amen.
Because anybody that does know me, and I know some of you know me from way back when, I was a baby girl running around on Donna Street. I've known Brianna and Josh for years now. They've seen me and our family go up and down. Yeah. And then of course my support group back there. They're amazing. I couldn't live without them. Some of them weren't able to make it tonight. I know they wanted to be here. But anyway, I'll start from the beginning. My name's Malorie Albright. I've got 3 amazing kids. One went to the back of my youngest one, and I've got Dakota and Pacey. Pacey's birthday's today. He turned 15. My baby boy's growing up on me. And then Memory, she went in the back, and she's 8. And I'm just absolutely blessed to be their mother. And they're amazing kiddos. And so, yeah, so I'll kind of start with my childhood. It was pretty regular. When I was younger, my parents split up. I was 3 when they split up. So I don't have really a whole lot of memories of their toxic relationship, so I can't really say that that's where it's got mine to be, how they say generational curses. I can't really blame it on that because I never really seen that. And, growing up, I was a happy kid. My parents took care of me. They had their own struggles, and, throughout my childhood, but they absolutely done the best they could. And my mom, she's sitting back here supporting me tonight, and I just love her to pieces, and she's an amazing mamaw. And, she had her own struggles when I was a kid growing up, and, I think it was around when I had my oldest daughter, she came to our house and was dealing with some of her struggles, some addictions that she had, and I was already at that point in time probably, I was in active addiction already. I mean, not like just strung out but I was in active addiction with my husband. But I just want to take this opportunity to tell my mom that I'm very proud of you, because it was at the point in time that my daughter was a baby, then she had, kind of showed up messed up, and I just told her I didn't want my children to see her that way. And since then, that's been almost 17 years ago, she's been clean and sober, so I'm very proud of you, Mom, and I love you. So that was basically my childhood, though. I mean, I was still taken care of. I was a cheerleader in high school, and done that thing. I, started using, smoking pot, probably 14, 15 years old, and, running around with my brother's older friends, which ultimately ended up, his best friend ended up being my husband. About a year after I got out of high school, we started dating whenever I was 17, and, we instantly started using together. I was already smoking pot and probably had done pills, and who knows, I don't think I'd really gotten into anything real hard at that point. He had, and I don't think, I was thinking about this earlier, I don't think I really had the full understanding that we were living in active addiction. I mean, my brain wasn't even fully developed at that point, so I didn't really know, we were just whatever. To me, I was a kid, I was having fun, I had this new boyfriend, and someone that had always been in my life since I was a little girl, and, but we just kind of kept going. I made it through high school, barely, but made it through high school, and about a year later, I was 18, it was January 18th of 2003, we got married, and, that was exciting. We were still using, but we weren't, in bad shape, but we were still using. We didn't have any children yet. It was about a year later that we had our first daughter, and she's so awesome. And, things, we always wanted things to be good. And I think at that point in time, we kind of realized that our drug use was, not the right path. And, Josh had been arrested a few times and different stuff. Some of it all kind of goes together because it's been so long. And then Pacey came along. And like I said, it was, kind of in and out, I would never consider myself to have got too far off track. There was a point in time when my two younger kids were put through a little bit. I got a little bit way off track, and we had and at that point in time had a very toxic relationship and abuse, and and CPS did step in, and they were replaced